It's one of my favorite episodes of the entire year, the Question Blitz episode. Also, a chance at redemption for our very own Zach. Let's get into it. Welcome back to Badlands Rack Attack from a very sunny and beautiful Sandy, Utah. It's official. Spring is here. The flowers in the yard are blooming. The roses are coming up. I mean, it's just looking beautiful out there. And one thing that I thought was pretty cool, there's this Utah fitness influencer I follow, not in a creepy way, but she said she saw somewhere that some astrological crappers, I don't know, something. There's a group of people that believe spring is actually the start of the new year and not January 1st. And I thought about that and I kind of like that. I mean, things are blooming. It's much less gloomy outside. It does feel more like a refreshing time of year. And also, we get out and shoot turkeys in the face. So yeah, what's not to like about spring? Speaking of that, I had my buddy Jordan just compile a quick reel of the turkey carnage that Badlands Gear has played a small part in so far this spring. Check it out.
Oh, yeah. Well, you've been steady, building steam like a thunderhead. Armed and ready with the lies you overheard. Well, strike me down like a lightning in the dark. Deliver me the fate I must comes in. When the dark clouds form and start to turn, I'll run again. Far away when the hurricane, oh, that old hurricane comes.
There you have it. Further proof that Badlands Approach Camouflage is indeed the best turkey hunting pattern out there. And we continue to see people use Approach OG, Approach FX, and the new Approach GT to great effect in the turkey woods. Just depends on where you're hunting, what it's doing. Is it dark? Does it need a little more of those GT darker tones? Do you hunt a lot of lighter toned, bright green grass type of stuff where OG makes more sense? Or is it still kind of dead in your woods? Or are you hunting a burn where the darker FX tones make a lot more sense? That's up for you to decide. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention once again that the Badlands Turkey Chest Rig is available now and getting 5-star rave reviews across the board. So check out the Turkey Chest Rig and all the rest of the turkey gear we have available to finish up this season strong. Quickly, the vanity part of me wants to follow up on my own personal weight loss challenge that I mentioned an episode or two ago. This is the week I had set as the goal week as I'm heading out on a golfing trip. I was going to try to lose 30 pounds in about 2 months. I lost 24-ish, so I got pretty close. Put a lot of effort into that, and a lot of great comments from all of you about tips, things to try, things that have worked for you, and just a lot of agreement from you on what a pain in the ass it is to try to lose weight after the age of 40. It just gets a lot tougher. In my 20s, I could go run a few minutes a day and hit the gym for just a little bit, and the weight would fall off, not so much anymore. So I'm proud of myself. I'm going to keep going, and if you're working on the same type of goals, good luck to you. There's not a better activity out there than hunting, hiking, than to drop some pounds and have fun doing it. All right, into the meat of Rack Attack today. I actually wanted to start with one of my favorite new segments that is that you've been enjoying as well, On the Spot, where we call somebody completely unexpectedly. This one was triggered by a viewer comment on the last episode of Rack Attack, where Zach Toston, he said, The on-the-spot interview is a great idea. How about instead of calling a hunting legend or friend, call one of your loyal customers. Ask them for a hunting tip and ask them about a piece that they bought. I would be honored to be called. Well, Zach, I pulled your information from our ordering system just to confirm that you were a Badlands customer. Zach has ordered a bunch of times, 7 times in the last year or two, I think, and owns a lot of Badlands gear. He owns the Rise Pro, the EXO, the Pyre, the Pecora, the Bino XR, Silence Gear, Algus Gear, Flex Gear. I hope he's not running an illegal Badlands store out of his garage and he's actually using this stuff. But that's a lot of gear that he's been putting to the test. And yeah, he's a loyal customer. So I'm going to give him a shout out of the blue. I'm drawing a blank on where he was from. I want to say maybe Pennsylvania. And yes, we can see a lot of information about our customers. Sorry if that offends you, but this is for the first true test of on the spot. The other 2 times were people we knew that probably my name popped up on their phone when I called, so they answered. This is a true cold call to Zach. So if he doesn't answer, we'll have our first on-the-spot dud. 47. I'm not going to repeat the number. But we're going to give it a try. Zach Tostin, will you answer? Rack Attack on the spot. Riveting video, I know. It's not ringing. Oh, here we go.
Hey, you reached Josh's cell. He's not available at the moment,
Josh?
or his phone is on silent, and he doesn't know that you're calling. If you'd like to leave a message, he'll get a hold of you as soon as he sees that he has a missed call. Or if you want to send him a text message, I'm sure he'll get back to you a lot faster.
Why is a woman answering Josh's
Thanks,
phone? Hi, my name's Blake. I'm actually trying to reach Zach Tostin. This is the number I had on file for him. I'm from Badlands, calling him about a product order. If he could shout back at me in the next 5 to 10 minutes, that would be great. I have a couple questions for him. Again, looking for Zach, not Josh, but this is the number I had for him. Thank you. Bye. Wow, that was a dud, but it was very interesting. I thought I was reaching Zach. That was the phone number we had in our system for every time he's placed an order. And a mysterious woman answered the phone for Josh. So I'd love if she called me back to find out how you get an answering service. And yeah, was that an assistant? Was that his wife? So many questions. If they call back, I'm going to answer. I'll be on call there for that. So we'll try Zach again. I want to talk to him. He had a great idea calling a customer. We'll keep trying that in the on the spot segment. When it works, it's a lot of fun. When it doesn't, you have to sit and stare at me through the segment. So apologies there. Let's move on to something a little more visual. We have new Rack Attack merch. Yes, the merch nobody asked for is here. We had a bunch several years ago. We worked through it all during different giveaways. We would give it away for using your comments, interactions, good questions or something. We'd send out a t-shirt or a hat or whatnot. We have new Rack Attack merch I wanted to show you. Couple different styles. So this is called the Rack Attack Smile Tee. So from a distance, the yellow stands out, looks like a smiley face, right? But then you zoom in and it's the Rack Attack logo. And it says hunting for smiles since 2018. So that's the Smile Tee. Thought it was pretty cool. Again, from a distance, looks like a smiley face. And then you get the Rack Attack logo on the front chest as well. We have it in black, a heathered green, which looks really good with the yellow, and a heathered blue. Again, tones that work really good with that yellow gold smile. And those, again, we'll be sending out for winners, good questions, etc. And maybe I'm biased here, but this is my favorite tee. This is the face tee, facial tee. No, that's not a good name. I haven't come up with a good name yet. Simple Badlands logo on the front and the Rack Attack face logo on the back. Yes, you can walk around with my stupid animated face between your shoulder blades. Congratulations. So excited for those to be back in stock. We'll be sending them out liberally. And get involved with the comments, questions, and anything like that. Like, for example, if Zach would have answered his damn phone, I probably would have sent him a t-shirt or two. So yeah, it pays to interact with Badlands Rack Attack. Let's go into what I said at the top of the segment. Once a year on Badlands Rack Attack, we do the question blitz. And as if I didn't talk enough already, I try to work through as many questions from you as possible and give you quick, easy to digest answers, and we move rapidly. Sometimes I've done a stopwatch clock thing. I'm just going to work through these quickly after I take a sip here. Drink of the day was a cold brew. Needed a caffeine boost. But yes, let's start the Badlands Question Blitz. These are all questions asked by you in the last couple of Rack Attack episodes. Okay, first one from Tyler Morgan 9555. When do you guys plan to drop more of the GT camo line? I'm pumped to keep growing my collection. That's a great question. Phone call. It's them. It's the number I called. This is Blake.
Hey, this is Josh.
Josh.
Yep.
Do you go by Zach at all?
Yeah, we can get you there. Zach's my friend, so I have his number here.
Zach's your friend, okay. Yeah, this is Blake from Badlands. We had his number in our system from some orders he placed, so.
Okay. Yeah, we've placed some double orders already. Like, I placed orders through him, and he's got everything, so maybe somehow got mixed up there. But
yeah, maybe. So, yeah, you rock some Badlands gear as well, huh?
Absolutely.
Oh, cool.
Really great gear.
Oh, appreciate that. How hard is it to get a hold of Zach?
It shouldn't be that hard, I wouldn't think. I'll give you his number here and shoot him a text and let him know you'll be calling.
Well, do you have 1 minute?
Sure.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know if I know Zach watches, but we do a program called Rack Attack on our YouTube channel, and we do a segment called On the Spot. We're actually filming it live right now. So we call a random person and hope they answer their phone. And Zach had reached out saying, you shouldn't call like hunting legends. You should call average customers and talk to them. So that's what we were trying to do today, but we somehow got Josh instead of Zach, but that's cool.
Yeah, well, that's pretty neat. I didn't expect that.
So, real quick, what's your favorite piece of Badlands gear you've bought, either yourself or through Zach?
Yeah, I really like the Silence gear.
Silence, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite. The other thing would be the Venture jacket.
Cool. What do you like about the Silence stuff?
It's super warm. It's definitely really quiet. I'm really amazed at how windproof it is. Being that fleece material, that inner lining really keeps the wind out.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a huge thing for us when we were designing that. So, are you guys in Pennsylvania? Is that what I remember?
Yep, Pennsylvania.
Okay, so you're hitting some pretty cool temps in the winter.
It can, especially up north. I hunt up in Sullivan County, and over deer season, it can hit single digits sometimes.
Gotcha. And you stayed pretty comfortable in that stuff, huh?
Absolutely, yep.
Sweet.
There was a mountainside I was sitting this past year, and it just got blasted with the wind no matter what, and I stayed very warm in that.
Awesome, man. Well, that's what we like to hear. I don't want to take up too much of your time. What's I assume you're a whitetail hunter. What's one whitetail hunting tip you would give our tens or hundreds of viewers we have at Rack Attack?
Don't be married to a spot. Don't be afraid to move around.
Cool. I like that. Yeah. So you do a lot of hang and hunt type stuff?
Yep, I'm a saddle hunter, so
Oh, cool.
I can pack out and run it all around the mountains.
Sweet, man. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad we got a hold of you today. Tell Zach he missed out because we're going to send you the prize that Zach would have got. So shoot me a text with your name and address. We're going to hook you up with some Rack Attack merch and maybe a little Badlands backpack or something.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Cool, man. Well, yeah, tell Zach we'll give him a holler another time, and you take care. Thanks for being on the spot.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye. That was weird. Crossed phone numbers somehow. We got Zach's buddy, but yeah, Josh seems like a good dude and talked up the Badlands Gear for me. Yeah, it's amazing whitetail gear, and yeah, thanks for the nice commercial, Josh. We appreciate that. Okay, where was I? Oh, the GT camo collection growing was the question. What new pieces are coming in GT? We've talked a lot about all new products that are coming this year. Check out 2 episodes ago of Rack Attack. We went through the new 25 gear that's coming this year. These are inline items that we'll be adding Approach GT camo to this year. We'll flash the images up on the screen here as I go through them quickly. Draw hoodie, Algus button-down shirt, Odin jacket, one of my absolute personal favorite jackets we make, Bale jacket, which is our lightweight rain gear, the Flex Fit trucker hat. So we've had an okay trucker hat up on the website so far in GT. It's the one we could get in time when we launch the pattern. We have our true Flex Fit GT trucker coming. Omega jacket and pant, that's our heavy duty rain gear. That's coming in GT. Exo jacket and pant, that's our best-selling rain gear, kind of our mid-weight level of rain gear. That's coming as well. Scree pant, maybe our #1 selling apparel item across the entire line, coming in GT camo this year. Another top seller, Pyre bib and jacket, coming later in the year in GT camo. And as Josh mentioned, one of his favorites, the Venture jacket and bib, also coming in GT. So that's a hell of a list if you ask me. It's all coming fairly soon. We'll update you with dates and all that. But yeah, the GT camo is taking over. People are loving it, and it's coming in a lot more pieces soon. Next question. It would be awesome. Oh, I'm skip that one. Save that one for later. This one was weird. Blake, what made you style your hair the other direction for this Rack Attack? And is there any potential for Badlands footwear like rubber boots? For the hair thing, I don't know. Depends what side of the bed I wake up on and what side of the hair is kind of flowing to that day. It can vary from one day or the next. But thank you for noticing. I appreciate that. A little bit creepy, but is there any potential for Badlands footwear like rubber boots? I wish I had one of them here. We actually sampled rubber boots several years ago. We got a real wild hair to get into the footwear game. Sampled 2 styles of rubber boots. I actually wear them sometimes because I do like them. I stole them from the sample room. For various reasons, they didn't move forward. It's a different category. You have to buy a lot of sizes, a lot of inventory, and at the time, we just didn't proceed with it. But not out of the question for the future. And if anybody wants to collaborate on a pair of boots, we'll slap our camo on some of the boot brands we love. But yeah, we know you want to be Approach camo head to toe. We'll keep our eyes open there. And yeah, no promises there, but a fun idea. From Platinum Pursuit Outdoors, did you guys ditch the turkey vest, or are you bringing that out in GT? So a lot of people ask this question because we launched the turkey chest rig this spring, and the turkey vest is obviously out of stock. We blew through those last year, super popular piece. Thought it'd be fun to do the run and gun piece this year while the turkey vest goes through the redesign process. Funny enough, we actually had our designer, our very talented gear designer, Chris, in here yesterday at headquarters showing us a Badlands turkey vest 2.0 prototype, and it's looking really good. We're not reinventing the thing because there were so many good qualities to that vest that people love, but we're upgrading it in certain areas, and where we're making the little tweaks, I think it's going to just elevate it to that top level. New seat design, some new pocket layouts, functionality, super cool. So look for the Badlands turkey vest, new version in 2026. We'll put a little asterisk on the bottom here to not hold me to any dates or promises that are made on Badlands Rack Attack. Thank you. I thought this was by far the best question I've ever seen on Badlands Rack Attack question area. Rick Linfors asked, would you rather fight one elk-sized turkey or 10 turkey-sized elk? So with the help of AI, I went and generated an image to kind of help you visualize what this would look like. So take a look here. That is Badlands Pro staffer Mike Miller of Indiana. He's about 6'4", I would guess, probably 260. He's a big fella, if you know Big Mike. And that's him next to an elk-sized turkey and the cutest little bunch of turkey-sized bull elk you've ever seen. That's what AI came up with when I asked for a picture of a bull elk, cute turkey-sized bull elk. So, as you can see there, the 10 elk come up maybe waist high on Mike, and I feel like even though there's 10 of them, you could use your hands to kind of push the antlers away. Yeah, you might catch a rogue antler to the nards or something, but I think that would be more of a nuisance, just trying to keep them away. But that elk-sized turkey, you can see next to Mike there, it's enormous. And you've seen the talons and the spurs on a regular-sized turkey can do damage. If that thing caught you right in the gut, it would rip you open like a velociraptor. So I would rather fight the 10 turkey-sized elk than face that giant-ass tom that you can see there. That's my answer. I'd be curious to know your answer and justification for your answer in the comments to this episode. Whew, did I get through my question blitz already? Yeah, we're going to come back to one more question. But before that, I want to announce our giveaway winner from the last episode. That is Alexander Toralva 4787. And this is a throwback to the last episode, but his comment from the last episode simply said, "Great to have me."
Great to have me. Great to have me. Great to have me.
And if you remember the last episode, that was a reference to our resident Badlands historian and national sales manager, Zach Crawford, struggling just a little bit on camera. And I thought it was a great comment. Super simple, clever. So Alexander's taken home a new 2200 backpack as promised. All you have to do is email this email address below, rackattack@badlandsgear.com. We'll get you hooked up, Alexander. And that brings me to the last question from our question blitz, as well as the web redemption for Zach that I mentioned earlier. Rob Ashley asked, or stated rather, it would be awesome to see some of the one-off designs that didn't make it to production, or the more limited runs that are hard to find. So we're going to lean into those one-off designs. I thought that was a great idea for a segment that we're going to call Cutting Room Floor, and also give Zach a chance at his web redemption. Zach, welcome back to Badlands Rack Attack.
Great to have me.
Great. Well done, sir. Yes, the coiner of the phrase, great to have me, the first time ever said in human history. Yeah, a little bit of a rough debut last time, maybe a nerve or two, but that's okay. You definitely took a lot of crap around the Badlands office and at home, I know. So, yeah. How's life been since your first Rack Attack appearance?
It's good to have a clip in my wife's pocket that anytime we do something stupid, she can just kind of pull it out and start playing it around the house. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, now that I think about it, the Rack Attack merch we should have done, maybe we'll do a third one that just says "Great to have me" with Zach's deer in the headlights face on it. But we told everybody you're the resident Badlands historian. You've been around a as long as about most of the people here, and seen a lot of items come and go. And you end up with all the cool history stuff stowed in your office. But this segment, as proposed by one of the viewers, was looking at things that didn't make it to production. A lot of stuff gets left on the cutting room floor, goes through a prototype sample phase. Tell us a little bit about how that can happen, why it can happen, and 2 of the things you grabbed for us today.
Yeah, here's kind of a fun one. You know, this never made it far enough to even have a name for it, but
Sling pack, that's unique. That's
yeah,
not something
you know, and oftentimes in the design sampling phase, you're trying to do multiple things at once just to kind of get an idea of a concept. This started out as a quick kind of scouting pack with the ability to carry a tripod, a spotting scope, a little water, not much else. So if
show them the front there.
Yeah, if we kind of dissect this
bucket
thing,
yeah.
It's got a little beaver tail, we usually call these, on the front, but it's open on bottom, so your tripod legs could come through, and then ideally they would sit in here. But as you can tell, it's pretty ugly and doesn't seem to have a ton of purpose to it, so it got cut.
Yeah, and that was actually a product. At that time, we had an intern from a local university that was tinkering with some of the more obscure ideas that we'd come up with, and he would just make them a reality. So this was a child of his mind, and a lot of you might be looking at it and thinking that's the perfect pack for you. Maybe we'll give it away. Who knows? But yeah, what else you got there? And I think the next one's gonna be a hot topic, I think.
And here we've got the beginnings of a magnetic quiver. We actually made a magnetic quiver way back in the day. This was an attempt at bringing it back. So it's got 2 pretty cool mag pockets on it, a foam quiver, so you would need an arrow tube in there for this thing to function. But again, it was one of those ones that we got started down the road, and oftentimes you get back a cost, and that stops a project dead in its tracks, and that's probably what happened here.
It's just the harsh reality of the game sometimes.
Everybody wants a quiver until it's a $300 quiver.
Yeah.
So that's probably what ended this one.
But there's going to be people that want that one, I know for sure. We've been clamoring for a quiver for a long time. We have something really cool in the works in the world of quivery type stuff, so keep your eyes peeled there. Yeah, but we'll have more stuff like this. There are so many products laying around that never see the light of day. It's part of the fun of working here. Anybody at any time could have an idea that gets brought up in a meeting and becomes more than just an idea and actually makes it to design and sampling phase, but never quite makes it. One of Zach's ideas that he pushed for a long time, several years, that's finally coming. Might even be in stock by the time this Rack Attack hits. But Zach, your baby, the Badlands Boonie hat.
Yes. Anybody that knows me knows that I love a hat, and if there's any kind of hat I love in particular, it's a bucket hat. So I was asking about this one for years. Living out west, you need protection from the sun. You need something that vents, keep a little water off, give you a little shade. So we built these in a variety of colors. This is also going to be a one-time kind of limited run. So when these come in, they will sell out pretty quickly. I believe we're calling this one olive. I think this is the stone, as well as we've got a couple of our camouflage patterns, but they're built using our Cool Touch fabric, same as from our Algus shirts, if you're familiar with that. So it's just a super lightweight, breathable, packable, crushable bucket hat. It's got the required chin strap that they all need. So really excited for these.
Fashion show. Nobody rocks a boonie or bucket hat like Zach.
It's one of those trends that kind of comes and goes every 5 years, and I think we're in a downturn for the bucket.
Oh, but we're bringing it back.
This might be bringing it back.
This is bringing it back. Like I said,
excited.
Limited edition, coming soon. The Badlands bucket boonie hat. I don't know the difference, but it's going to be here. Zach, I think you're becoming a natural. We're going to have you back a lot more. It's great to have you.
It's great to have me.
We'll let you get on with your work day, and thank you for debuting the cutting room floor. All right, we let Zach get back to work selling the Badlands Gear across the country, and boy, does he do a great job. Wrapping up today, we gave away the 2200 pack from last episode. We need a new giveaway for all of you who sat through the question blitz and other Rack Attack nonsense today. Let me fish under the magical desk here and see what I find. That's the new Bino XR Pro. Brand new, the newest addition to the binocular case lineup. The rangefinder pocket in the bottom, Bino up top, the magnetic catch here. It's just so slick. This is your all-in-one case. No need to add pockets. You can if you want, but you got your rangefinder pocket, your new side wing attachments, rear pocket. Just improved the Bino XR in every way with the Bino XR Pro. You see it here in the new olive color, which you're going to see popping up more and more in different packs, and some apparel as well. So you'll be able to choose your color that you prefer or pattern in the Bino XR Pro. And how do you win one of these Badlands prizes? All you have to do is interact with us down below in the comment section. Leave a question, a comment, a compliment, an idea, a criticism. Although there was somebody that was pretty damn harsh in the last episode, and it almost hurt my feelings. We went back and forth in the comments a few times. I was asking him, why don't you like me? And he'd answer, and he said, new Rack Attack sucks, the old Rack Attack, all this stuff. And he was very honest, and I think we ended up in a mutually okay place. Maybe he's watching, and hopefully we did better today, but okay, I got sidetracked. Comment, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff will give you a chance to win Badlands Gear. Send us an email, submit a photo or a video of you using Badlands Gear to rackattack@badlandsgear.com. If we use any of your content that you submit, you'll win Rack Attack merch, Rack Attack gear, and other stuff. Yes, we're heavily bribing you to watch this show and share it with your friends. I hope you had a good time. It's much too beautiful outside today to stay in this studio. I'm going to get out there and have some fun. And we'll catch you on the next episode of Rack Attack.